Thank you, Mr. Crosscut. I just want to start out by saying that Legislator Mueller called me back in January, and one of his concerns was how we were going to approach redistricting this year. I told him at that time that we had plans to be ready the day the census came out. And so we had already known of Mr. Schaefer. He's someone that Mr. Crosscut had met previously. We knew that he was available, and we had him on, in our mind as somebody that we could use. The day the census numbers came out, we gave him a call, asked if he was available. 2 days later, we met with him in Buffalo. We put some preliminary things together. In the meantime, in the last week, we've communicated via phone and email and made quite a few changes to what we started with. Basically, what we wanted to do when we redistrict was, our number one concern was to keep as many towns completely whole as possible. In an ideal world, we don't want to split any towns, but that's absolutely impossible. So we wanted to keep as many towns whole as possible. We wanted to keep any new districts as close to the current district as we possibly could. If the current district encompassed 2 towns, we tried as much as possible to keep those 2 towns in the new district. And we also looked into areas of interest. For example, along Chautauqua Lake, when you see our plan, one district encompasses the entire east end of Chautauqua Lake. Another district encompasses the entire west end of Chautauqua Lake. We haven't split the lake up into 4 different districts. The same thing along different borders in the rural areas. We tried to keep everything as close to possible, in common interests. As you'll see when we present our seat, another concern that the League of Women Voters had was protecting current legislators. Well, if we're going to downsize, which is what we are going to do, obviously some legislators' seats are not going to be safe. Certain current legislators are going to have to face off against other current legislators. And the plan which we've come up with so far places an equal number of Republican legislators against an equal number of Democratic legislators, so there's no advantage to either side. I think that the plan that we've come up with is about as fair to the residents of Chautauqua County and to both the Republican and Democratic caucuses as could possibly come up with. And another concern that I heard was over the splits of the town of Bustye. We tried our darndest to split Bustye in 2. So far we've been unsuccessful, but we've managed to make it 3 ways instead of 4. So we have accomplished that. Other than that, unless we want to show a map and show what we've done so far.